Before I dive in, if you enjoy these true, emotional stories, please subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. I'll never forget the night it all came crashing down. I was sitting in my living room when my phone buzzed. It was a message from a number I didn't recognize. "You might want to check the party tonight." My stomach twisted. My first thought was that it was a prank. Then I glanced at the clock. She'd said she was going to a work celebration. I shrugged it off, telling myself not to overthink. At first, everything seemed normal. She was her usual charming self, laughing at jokes, brushing her hair back, whispering little inside jokes to me. But then came the subtle signs, tiny, almost invisible cracks in the trust we'd built over 10 years. Missed calls, sudden messages she'd delete too quickly, little excuses that didn't quite add up. I started questioning myself. Was I imagining things? Maybe I was paranoid. Maybe I was overreacting. I wanted so badly to trust her, to believe in the life we'd built. But something gnawed at me, a tiny voice that wouldn't stop whispering. Pay attention. Don't ignore this. The first real clue came a week earlier. I had picked up her phone by accident and saw a message pop up. A casual, flirty text from someone at her office. My hands had gone cold. I convinced myself it was innocent, that it was nothing more than a joke between coworkers. But the seed of doubt had been planted, and it grew fast. That night the party was buzzing. Music thumped, glasses clinked, laughter floated through the air. She was across the room, talking animatedly with her coworkers. I tried to blend in, to act like I belonged, but my eyes kept finding her. And then I saw him, her colleague, standing too close, laughing at something only the two of them seemed to understand. My chest tightened. Something wasn't right. I stepped outside for some air, trying to calm the storm in my mind. I replayed every memory, every moment that now felt tainted. The way she smiled at me last week, the way she hugged me, the way she whispered my name in bed. All of it now felt like a performance. My hands shook, my stomach churned. I had loved her with everything I had. And now that love was twisting into something bitter, sharp, impossible to swallow. I went back inside, my decision made. I needed to know. I needed to see the truth with my own eyes. And there they were, laughing, leaning close, their hands brushing in a way that made my stomach drop. That's when I realized it. She had been lying. Every excuse, every reassurance, every "I love you" had been a mask. I confronted her quietly, just outside the crowd. "What is going on?" I asked, my voice barely more than a whisper. She looked at me, eyes wide, a mix of guilt and fear. "It's not what it looks like," she said. But the look on her face told me everything. It wasn't easy. Anger, hurt, betrayal. All of it boiled inside me. I wanted to shout, to hurt her back, to make her feel the weight of what she had done. But I also wanted control, to do something that would reclaim the dignity I thought I had lost. So I waited. I watched her, smiling, mingling, unaware that I knew. And then when the moment was right, I walked up and said something that stopped her mid-laugh. "Hey everyone, I just found out my wife here has been seeing someone else." The room went silent. Heads turned. She froze, color draining from her face. Her colleague looked at me, stunned. I held her gaze and let the truth speak louder than any yelling or fighting ever could. She tried to deny it, tried to laugh it off, tried to explain. But the evidence was there in my hand. Messages, photos, texts she couldn't deny. And in that moment I didn't feel the rush of victory I thought I would. I felt the hollow ache of a heart breaking in real time. We left separately. The drive home was quiet, filled only with the sound of the tires against the road. I kept thinking about the life we'd shared, the promises we'd made, and how fragile it all was. Betrayal has a way of turning memories into weapons. Every shared laugh now a reminder of what was lost. In the weeks that followed, I worked on myself. I focused on rebuilding my life, my confidence, my sense of self-worth. I let go of the anger gradually, not for her, but for me. I realized that revenge isn't about humiliation or public exposure. It's about reclaiming your life and refusing to let someone else define your happiness. I also learned something deeper. Love isn't blind, but sometimes we let ourselves ignore the signs. We trust, we hope, we give our hearts fully. And sometimes people we love break them. But even then, the strength it takes to walk away, to reclaim yourself, is the most powerful revenge of all. The hardest part wasn't exposing her. It was accepting that the person I loved could hurt me so deeply. But in accepting it, I found freedom. Pain has a strange way of shaping you, of teaching you lessons you never wanted but desperately needed. I still remember that night, the way the room fell silent, the shock in her eyes. But I also remember walking out with my head held high, my life still mine to live. And that's what matters, the strength to face betrayal, the courage to leave, and the quiet power of self-respect regained.